What is going on, guys? It's Dan here, back with another shot in the dark reaction. If you're new to this channel, guys, we've got absolutely loads of ghost content across the board. I've been doing absolutely loads and loads of reactions to Ghost. I even went to my first ritual not long ago as well, and I absolutely had a great time. And today is really exciting. We get to hear a brand new Ghost song as it comes out. We are then going to break it down into chunks and try to learn about what makes this song itself, what makes the characteristics of this song so interesting. I am a singer-songwriter first and foremost, so I like to break down the songs, okay? Get down in the comments. We've got a lovely community growing already. Loads of Ghost fans, including myself now, and we talk about everything from the lore to the songs that we've already heard, to songs that I haven't heard. So if there's songs that I haven't heard from Ghost yet, get in the comments and tell me which ones you want to hear, man. So I've just done my Peacefield reaction, and then from out of the blue, I got told that apparently the introduction on the album one has something extra, and the introduction is longer. So I'm going to react to that, and I'm going to splice this in. So enjoy. Oh my God. Such beautiful choir voices. What a beautiful way to start a song. Can't quite hear what they're saying, but what a gorgeous way to start the song. And it just builds each time. There's more voices. And again, bassy voices taking over. Even bassier. Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous introduction with the... It genuinely feels like we're at some sort of ceremony and we're standing there waiting for something to happen. What a gorgeous, gorgeous introduction. Anyway, I'll bring you back to Dan of the present. To avoid copyright, I do have to pause at sections, and I wanted to enjoy my first listen. So I did just listen to the song, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I implore you, before we carry on, to listen to it yourself. I don't want this to be your first time listening to this song. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do what I normally do, which we play and we stop and we talk about the sections of the song. That's very much what this channel's all about and what it's been about for the longest time. And all the other Ghost things are the same. We very much stop, piece things together, come back, come forward, you know, and really start to make sense of the song, okay? So ignore what I said before. I've listened to it. It's awesome, and we're gonna do it how we normally do it. So like I just said, if you don't want to watch a reaction where, you know, we stop and start and blah blah blah, then it's probably not the channel for you. But I do implore you to stay, because you will learn things. You will learn about what makes this song awesome, and what nuances make it unique, and all the other awesome things that we have found out about other Ghost songs. And this one's no different. So Peacefield. Let's find out how it starts. I think starting a song is extremely important for a musician. So I'm a singer-songwriter foremost. And when I'm thinking about a song, starting a song, huge, especially if, it's the start of your show. Because this song started a show when I went to watch them live. And it's important. You want to hit, or you want to tick all the boxes. You want to hit your crowd, and you want to knock them off your feet. But you also want them to have some understanding on what this new era is about. And I think this does a really good job. I think it allows all the musicians to have various little nuances and everything. But we'll talk about all of that at the end. Let's get into just the introduction. How does the song start? So we've just got a simple melody, and we're just doing that over and over, because that is exactly what happens in the verse. There's not really a lot about the verse. It's very personal. It's very stripped back, and it's an intention. And I think that's why in the show the curtain was down, right? And everybody wanted to peer behind the curtain and see what was going on. But it's an intentional thing from this song. They want you to sort of step forward and listen and really concentrate on just the first part of the song. And by stripping everything back and leaving all the things that make it a bigger song until later on, that's what you achieve, But you've already got that famous Ghost thing that they do, which is they start the song with something that's going to be familiar throughout. And I think this lead is very similar to the chorus, but we'll check that out in a minute. So we've got this lead, it's starting us off. Where are we going?
The dawn of prosperity, a faded scar, an ended calamity, a slaughtered czar.
So we've got the dawn of prosperity, a faded scar, and in the calamity, a slaughtered czar. So a faded scar, what does that mean? Well, if you're injured, eventually you scar, right? Because after a certain amount of time, your injuries heal and they leave scars, depending on how bad it was. But a faded scar means it's already happened. So we're talking about something that's damaging, but it's happened, and it's happened a while, to a point where your scars are even fading. Cool. And in the calamity, in the destruction, are we talking about war? A slaughtered czar. We all need some, and then it goes, we all need something to believe in.
We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet.
Interesting. We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet. So it's not over yet. We're not through having peace on earth. It's not over yet. We still have war. We still have all of the things that makes the world unpeaceful. This is called Peacefield, right? So looking out at a peace field, is that what's in this imagery here? Is that the Peacefield? Or is it just, something that we think about in our brains when we think about war and everything? It's something we want to see eventually. The Peacefield. It's not a war field. It's not a battleground. That's happened. And in the wake of that, we've got the Peacefield out because we're at peace. That's what I think this is about. I think it's about war and wanting to achieve peace and prosperity. And that's cool. I like it.
This is what dreams are made of. This is what they're afraid
So this is what dreams are made of. This is what they're afraid of. A rhyme without reason. You know, this is what dreams are made of. We dream of peace. Everybody's dream is peace. No matter who you are, everybody essentially wants peace because they want to live in harmony. They want to live without the strings attached and the nastiness that life can bring around. They want all that. So it's a dream, but they're afraid. But some people are afraid of that. A rhyme with no reason. So trying to harmonize with something, but not really having a reason for it. Why be the same as something else? Why has everything got to be the same? Why have we always got to have war? Yeah?
When they finally reach you, you will have seen through the darkest the season.
Oh my God. So when they finally reach you, you will have seen through the darkest deceiver. So when they actually reach you and tell you that it's over and peace is declared, you'd have already gone through it all, you know? It's like that meme where the cat's just seen all of war. He's got the helmet on. It's like that, you know, it doesn't matter. You've told us now, yeah, it's over and everything's fine, but it's too late. I've seen it all, you know? I've seen some shit. So cool. But by the way, if you get into this point, you're thinking, oh my God, why is he stopping starting? I am going to do that throughout this video, but I think I am because it's a new Ghost song and I want to experience it again. I think I'm actually going to listen to the whole thing at the end again. If you want to join me for that, that's awesome. And we'll see what we can come up with in that part. But let's dissect it first. Let's see what this song's about and what makes it awesome, all right? So we've got the pre-chorus done. What happens in the chorus?
Your love bright as the starlight. Oh child, still we can see the black moon over the Peacefield. Oh child, stay close to me.
I love that. Ba-da-dum. Let me just go through that again. That's really interesting. The rhythmic choices are really interesting there.
Bright as the starlight is the season.
How does this come in? Drum roll? Yeah, it just comes in with the drums. Gadan. So, your love bright as the starlight. Oh child, still we can see a black moon over the Peacefield. Oh child, stay close to me. Wow, so poetic and so visual. I love that about Ghost. They can really, you can really picture everything that they're talking about. It's almost like if I had a canvas now and paint, I'd be able to, if I was a good painter at least, I'd be able to paint exactly what I'm hearing there because it's so visual and so visceral. Awesome, man. So what is that about? Great chorus. What makes it great? Let's listen. We're building all the way through, aren't we? This pre-chorus has built us a little bit more. It's give us a little bit more instrumentation. Ghost are really good at this. They start something with something that's just, you know, quite easy to consume and then slowly start to feed you more and more epicness. And when I went to the show, I thought I'd talk about this while it's fresh in my mind. When we went to the show, that's exactly what it was like as a set piece on the stage as well. It started off with a small stage. It started off with small screens. It started off with little lighting, and more grand things happened as we got closer to the end. They're really not scared at holding back and then letting things go as the song progresses. I've noticed this on every single Ghost song. They're so good at building anticipation and then delivering with whatever they need to deliver with. The message or the melody or the hook or anything, or all of it, everything in between. Which I think that's what they're trying to do in this album. Because everything so far, it really achieves everything. The message, check. You know, the melodies, check. Are they stuck in your head? Check. So there's the hook. So all of those things they're achieving with just this alone. So let's go through this chorus again.
When they finally reach you, you will have seen through
love that. Deceiver. Even like the words sometimes with Ghost, they're not afraid to hold them in suspense. You know, they know we're going up to a chorus here. We could just end on Deceiver, cool little bit of melody or whatever leading us into the chorus, but no, everything's leading us there, even the words in the song.
Your love, bright as the starlight.
So powerful, you know, so powerful. Your love, bright as the starlight. So like pronounced, and every word is so like. I've noticed this with all of the new Ghost songs. I've noticed his pronunciation is so much clearer, and it's really like, it's really pleasing for me. It really is. I can hear everything, and it's so good.
Your love, bright as the starlight. Oh, child, still we can see.
What I like about this chorus is that you've got the dum dum and not really a lot else. Dum dum is the drums, right? But because of how the song's written, there's still percussion, there's still rhythm, even though he's just singing. Your love, bright as the starlight, and then da 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 da, we can see. So it's still got the rhythm, and that's why, even though, you know, this first chorus isn't huge in terms of what it could be if you absolutely nailed, like, threw everything in it, threw the kitchen sink at it, but they don't need to do that because the spaces and everything, it's so clear and beautiful.
Child, still we can see the black moon over the Peacefield. Oh, child, stay close to me.
Oh, and then the guitar comes in. Cool. And then, like, there's not really that much going on. Like, we're halfway through the song, but there's still so much to go. They're so good at being patient, man. So good. So, second verse, here we go. It's introduced all the instruments now. We've got everything now. And that means when we move forward, it's going to be different. It's going to be more epic.
The end of a monarchy, a state machine, unable to foresee the widow queen. We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet.
So again, end of monarchy, a state machine, unable to foresee the widow queen. We all need something to believe in until it's over. So all of this happens again. We all need something to believe in until it's over. So that is the hook. So even though the chorus is catchy, your love, bright as the starlight, that's still super catchy, yeah. But there's even hooks in the verses, which is so cool. Why settle with putting hooks in just one place when you're so capable as a band? So why just leave them in one place? Filter them everywhere, man. Make everything catchy. Make everything fun. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Even though the lyrics, they are, you know, sad and dark, and, you know, they are extremely sad, but the way they're delivered isn't sad at all. It's cool, and it actually reminds the way that they're projecting everything and the way that everything's written. It reminds me of Journey. It reminds me of like old 80s power bands.
Every new generation feels a great usurpation.
build is so much more, this pre-chorus. Like the pre-chorus before, it was awesome. It really was. But now we've got little things. The drums are definitely heating up now. We've got a load more things going on there. The harmonies are louder in the mix. So everything's wider now. And so much more to chew on, you know. There's so much there. And there's so much more on your plate ready to consume after this second verse, you know. So it's pretty straightforward. Like, it's end of the monarchy, you know, end of all of these things that we're so used to. And even when all that's over, even all the things, the state machine, everything, as long all of that's done, it's still not over yet. And that's the thing. It's almost like an uphill battle, a losing battle. We're always going to lose because there's always going to be people that don't want peace, that don't want to achieve peace. And there's always going to be war, and there's always going to be this, that, and the other. And that's what this song's about. It's saying that if we did, it would be incredible. But it's not over yet. At this point, it's not over yet. And even though all of these things have happened in the song, the end of the monarchy, everything that hasn't happened in reality, he's still saying it's not over yet. Like, there's still more that can be done. So cool. Ooh. I love the rise here. There's like a rise of an organ, electric organ, rising us up to a note. Why is that? Why are you doing that? I love this pre-chorus. We didn't talk about it. Every new generation. I haven't got some of the words here. It says devoid of treason, whatever the words are before and after that, not sure. It's all getting clearer. The darkest to Caesar. That's the same as the start. But it's sang slightly different, which is cool. Because it just keeps things interesting and keeps things new. And that's awesome. That's what we like. Chorus is exactly the same as it was. But there are slight differences. Like that little lift with the keyboard there. It's interesting. Listen to this chorus. That bit's so majestic, man. Like, it starts off as a traditional solo, and then it sort of opens up and the rhythm kind of takes over. Like, the lower rhythms start to take over, but the solo is still progressing in that action as well. It's really cool. And the drums go half-time as well. So we're like... And then as soon as the lower melody comes in, we start to go half-time there. We are Legion. Join us one day. I couldn't get the rest of it. Legion, join us. We are Legion. Join us. It's interesting what he's doing. He's not changing his melody. This is really cool songwriting. He's not changing his melody or his vocal tone or anything. It's punchy, But it's not like it's changing the tone. It's all in one note. We are Legion, join us. So cool.
One day, think we'll find a way through the marshes of death. And right,
We will find a way through the marshes of death. Is that right?
think we'll find a way through the marshes of death.
I think that's right. Marches of death.
Find a way through the marshes of death. And right back to the bearer of light.
And we'll ride back to the barrier of light. Cool. Again, so visual. I can picture that. I can absolutely picture that. We are Legion. Join us. You know? He's saying to us, look, we can get together and we could make a difference. If enough of us did it, we would make a difference. We all think it's an impossible dream. We can't achieve it. He's already said that in the start of the song. This is what dreams are made of. It's an impossible dream. That's what we always say. It's an impossible dream. We'll never, ever achieve peace. It's never going to happen. But we are Legion, which means we are all together. Join us so we can be an army against this whole thing. Not an army against the monarchy or against other countries or, you know, an army that's going to make war for any particular reason. But if we are all as one, then we're stronger, you know? And it's just so cool. It's so cool. We ride together through the barrier of light, I think he said. Which is probably there's probably some symbolism there that I'm not quite getting. Then there's a keyboard solo, which I'm really happy about.
Think we'll find a way through the marshes of death. And right back to the bearer of light.
I think he means like march back to the barrier of light. I think that's what he's saying, which means like we'll go back to the light side, regardless of everything that might happen as a legion. You know, we'll go through all of the peril, you know, of the marshes of death, but we will achieve the light again. We will return back to where we've come from. So don't be scared of that. It's so cool. This is so awesome. I love how this keyboard gets introduced, but then it's still in the chorus. It's in the mix still in the chorus. Listen to when the keyboard comes in, and then listen to how it carries on. Now listen, it's very Rammstein-y, by the way. That tone, still there. I think there's more harmonies in this one. I think there's a third harmony happening. There's like a lower resonance of vocal in this last chorus. I'm sure there is. It's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Nice. Anything happen at the end? Still all black. Anything? I don't think there is. But that's a lot of black screen. Look at me trying to find something. Unfortunately not. But yeah, guys, that's such a cool song, right? And such a poignant message. And it's such a time where it's never been truer. It's never, ever been truer. But let's talk about that outro. Because that's pretty much the only thing we haven't talked about. And it's just cool how just everything's really come together. You know, we started off with just a simple guitar riff. And we've added little nuances all the way through. And then that last chorus has got even extra things happening. And then finally, the outro, just a repetitive thing that's just getting more and more momentum. And then just comes to a close. Outros are really good, by the way. I don't think we've ever talked about outros on this channel before. But you want to end your song just as well as you started it. Because people, you know, they get to the end of the song. A lot of the times, that's what the one thing they hear right at the end of the song. That's the thing they hear the most, because that's the start. That's what they ended it on. And then all of a sudden, there is no music left because they've paused. They've stopped the track. Now, what's left in their head? The Peacefield, because that's the last line, or at least the repetitive line. I do like his resonance here, like on the Peacefield, really low. I like that. So cool. So good. Just stops. I love the visual, by the way. We haven't really talked about the visual. Obviously, it's something that just constantly repeats. Is there anything going on there? We've got Papa in front, and then like a mini Papa on the head. And then what looks like almost like models of buildings, or are these real buildings? And this is just a giant god that's looking over it all. And these are almost like portals, like portraits that are leading us to different places. This one here looks a little bit more foreboding, a little bit less likely to surviving, kind of otherworldly. This one, beautiful, you know, really, really picturesque. So it's like two sides. I don't know what's going on in the middle painting, but it looks like a almost like there's a mirror behind, and this is just a giant reflection. Because if you put two mirrors together like that, it just leaves this giant hallway. Cool. What a really interesting thing, and all of it being black and white, and other than the two pictures and the one in the center, which we can't quite see. Wondering, because this is moving around, I wonder whether it allows us to ever see that picture at the end. Doesn't really, does it? Because this keeps moving. This is what Ghost fans are all about, aren't they? Come on. Trying to find little Easter eggs. I love all the little moving motifs as well. So cool. Cool. Well, that was awesome. Let's talk about it a little bit, and then I'll let you get off. Guys, finally new Ghost songs. I mean, yeah, okay, if you went to a concert, you would have heard this one. But still, come on, man. This was awesome, right? This was awesome. I had such a good time with this, man. And honestly, like, even though I'd already heard it, it really surprised me in some places. But I'd only, like I say, I've only heard it live, so hearing it like after the fact is always going to be different, isn't it? You get to pause it, you get to dissect it more. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, guys. I hope you did as well. I hope you enjoyed this style of breakdowns and like being able to analyze a song and dissect it. I hope you enjoyed that style a video, and if you did, why not like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got absolutely loads of Ghost already on the channel, and loads still to come. So it's a really good time to join our community, which is growing. Thank you to everybody that has stuck around. This is a really early channel, and we've done so well already. Get down in the comments, let me know, how excited are you for this new record? What's your opinion of Peacefield? Any other songs that you want me to check out? I've probably done quite a few of them, but there's always going to be loads more that I haven't. And yeah, just get involved with my community, and I hope you like these longer videos. I know a lot of reactors don't do extremely long videos, and it's probably for the reason that not many people have the attention span to be able to... What are you pointing at me for? The attention span to be able to go through a long video like that. But I personally like that. I actually like taking my time and, you know, giving the band, you know, a proper breakdown, you know, and make do with what we've got, because let's be honest, this is all we have at the moment, Peacefield, and then we've got some new songs coming soon, of course. But you know, I really wanted to break that one down today, and I've really enjoyed it. I really like the song. I think listening to it now after hearing it live, it's almost like we've come full